Today we're testing Minecraft build hacks, and today we're going to be testing many crazy build hacks that you guys should use for your worlds. And yeah guys, these are going to be absolutely crazy, so let's start. Alright, so these are many hacks, by the way. There's like a lot, and these hacks are the kind of hacks you want to use in your world because they just feel good. Some of them are for aesthetic, some of them actually work. And yeah, alright, so the first one, yeah, as you can see, it's basically a door scanner. So you go up to it, you scan your face, and then it opens the door, and then you go in. So this is all powered by smoke sensor and some redstone, right? It's kind of basic. A lot of people know this, but they don't use the under eye, so I'll give myself credit for that. Yeah, and it's really cool. So you can kind of scan your face and go in. It's kind of annoying with the smoke sensor, but you can use a pufferfish. So it only happens when you go up to the here, but I did not find a way. So guys, tell me in the comments how to do it. Alright, so the next one is pretty good for a medieval build or like a fight build, alright? So it's a cannon, right? This is the wheel. You kind of see it, right? Wheel. That's the back portion. And then this is basically the main like gun on the cannon, the main cannon part. And yeah, also there's a candle that you can light with a flint steel. Oh my god, my game's glitching. Yeah, so you can kind of light this and kind of imagine like kaboom. Alright, yeah, and it's really good for a castle build. If you're building a massive castle and you put this in like on the side of the walls, on top of the walls, the protection walls, it actually looks like a cannon. So when you're coming from this way, you're gonna like, what is that? Is that a cannon? Kaboom! It's too late, you're already getting blown up. And I also like the additions. So this, why would I do that? I need a water. Yeah, also I just learned this in the like one of the previous videos. Okay, anyway. You see this, right? And this is supposed to be like a gunpowder barrel. You kind of see it, right? The suspicious gravel looks like gunpowder that you put in here, then do it with a ramrod or something. And this casket of like, what do you call it? Cannonballs? Yeah, this casket of cannonballs. You load the gunpowder in there. You put a cannonball. You put the ramrod. Whatever. Kaboom! It's gone. So that I like. And this one, the next one is for underground builds. So you can use this to create realistic 3D kind of windows, and you can place sea lanterns in the back so they're kind of lit up. And if you want it to look like outside, you can place a painting of like a painting that shows outside in Minecraft, and you can be like, oh my god, sunshine, while not having to touch grass, which is good for us people because we're unemployed and we don't like to touch grass. And so if you want to see the outside without touching any grass, you can put that hack. And okay, this one I think is really cute. This is a dog, like, house. So I themed everything yellow because you could put like different colors. So wood types and even stone. And you can color your dog that color. And yeah, I like this because there's a lot of details. So if you go here, you can see there's a small dog feeding bowl that the dog can eat from. This is actually a decorative pot covered with a carpet. And the rest are just slabs, stairs, and trapdoors. Now this looks very cool because it's a double-decker doghouse, which means you can put your dog into that place, and maybe you can sleep here, putting a yellow bed. So I'm just gonna show you what it looks like. Alright, so what you gotta do is you gotta fill this part in first because they're just slabs. Gotta put in a yellow bed. You can put in all of your stuff. And yeah, you can put in that. Oh my god, dude, this looks so cursed. So like, yeah, you can put in all your necessities, like a crafting table. Over here, a furnace. Yeah, so if you're really close to your pet, you can use this. Like this, right? It can be, if you're like really like your pet in your hardcore world, if you think your pet is everything to you, then you can make him sleep under you and like yeah, you just your dog. You just right, you go up. You pull whatever you want, smelt it. You craft something. You enchant something, and you sleep. It's really cool. All right, let's just all right. So the next one, I also like because it's really aesthetic. So you see this? It looks like a drawer, like an opening cabinet, right? It looks cool. It's actually a crafter. Two crafters placed opposite directions, and since they, for some reason, have handles on their sides, we can create a cool looking drawer. Maybe a kitchen cabinet on the top. So I personally like this a lot, because it looks cool, right? Alright, for the next one, we gotta turn it to nighttime. Alright, so now it's midnight. You can't see the armor, right? You can kind of see it. But if you really want to feel like Iron Man, you can do this with your armor. Your best piece of armor. Right? Smoke sensor, you walk past, and it lights up automatically as you walk past. It's like, first it's silent, and then you go past. You try to look at your armor stand, and then it just lights up for you. You jump, lights up for you. And especially in Bedrock, it's cooler, because Bedrock armor stands can emote. And you know what happens when it emotes? With redstone, they move. They change poses. Look, he just raised his sword, so it looks like the armor stand's living. And it's really cool. I love this. Because you're just like walking past, and you stop. You're like, my suit. Yes, I am strong. And then you just walk past. It's so cool. I love this one. Especially if you have a underground dark base. Alright, next one. This one is really cool too. It's a small little parrot house. I love parrot houses. Parrot houses are cool. So this kind of matches with the dog one. If you're really an animal guy, you should comment that, and like we could create more animal related, pet related hacks. And yeah. So again, parrot. And you could put your parrot in this kind of cage. Not cage, but like its house. It's a really tall tree. You need a really tall tree. You can have, you can have trapdoors. Right? You can place a small bird thingy. Right? And then you can have a small nest. And your parrot sitting in that nest. Does that not look cool? Does that not actually look like a nest, dude? This looks so amazingly cool that I cannot tell you guys. Just like the other hacks here. Right, time for a last hack. Right? Now this is a hack related to the previous video about viral build hacks. So like as you can see, this part is included from that video where we show how to make a broken down door and just some trapdoors of the same door, of same wood type as a door, fallen down so it looks like a door that's been crumpled. And this only works on Bedrock. If you hand your armor stand an axe, pose it like this. Take invis, kaboom invis. Now that looks like there's an axe embedded into the door. So like someone broke down the door and stuck an axe in the other one. Kind of like they try to chop down the door and they just knock this one down. So it is really good for your horror builds. If you're like, oh, I want to scare the people that go in this world, I'm making a horror build. Then you can have this, kind of like a serial killer, put his axe into someone's door, and maybe even have a dead body over here using some mods. So yeah, I really love this one because it actually gives the feeling. And if you have a mod that changes the invis particles to like red or makes them invisible, it's even better. If it's red, it may be like blood, or if it's invisible, then it's better because you don't know it's invis. So actually look like an axe that's been embedded into a door. And best thing of all, you can take the axe. You can take it back. Now I have the axe. And I give it to him too. And like, you're like, okay, I'm gonna just pull this axe out. Yeah, you can really use this for a boss fight. Oh my god. Like a guy that tried to fight first and then he died. And then the boss is still in there, so you grab his axe. And then you go into a boss fight. That's an amazing idea. So yeah, you can use this a lot. And yeah, guys, if you like this video, then like, share, and subscribe. And if you want me to show more builds that includes all these builds in a massive super build, like a massive house, then comment that. And yeah, guys, bye bye.